But so I got an important video to make today. It's just right off the cuff. It's impromptu, whatever you want to call it. I didn't plan this one. Yesterday, Taylor, come up here. Back up. Taylor, come up front. Let Taylor come up front. Come on, come over here. Good. This is Talu. I want you to get a good look at Talu. So Talu is almost identical to Raina. Raina's a little darker like Ayla back there. They're Swedish Elkhounds. Now, Raina is about the size of Talu here. Come here. Get up here. Talu, just come up front here. We're goofing around. Everybody's wound up. I think Talu's might be coming into heat. That's what's going on. Anyway, I just grabbed her so that I could show you what she looks like. Yesterday I delivered a pup, Raina, to some folks from Minnesota, and they were heading home today, and they're driving through Montana. They're in the St. Regis area, and they stopped to let Raina out while they're traveling home to Minnesota, and something spooked her and she took off. And so they're looking for her in that area. Now, I've talked to them, told them my plans, what I would do if I was them, that I'd kind of, send one person out to scout in a quadrant and the other person kind of hang around where they lost her because she'll circle back. Hey, Paso! 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 Ark! Quit that noise. So, this is kind of going out to anybody that's in Montana that wants to go hiking with their Elkhound, because I know I got dogs down there. I can't remember them all, but I know Rollo's down there and Jocko's down there. Jocko's getting pretty old, he's probably 12. But he's down there. There's Rollo's only a couple years old, year maybe. There's more. But if the folks in Montana want to go for a hike, they could go over to St. Regis, take their good Elkhound, and hike that region there. And if they come across that dog, she'll come right over to them. Like the minute she sees an Elkhound, she'll just come running right over. Come here, Ayla. And I can't actually get down there right now. I got a brand new litter of pups, and there's all kinds of restrictions anyway. I can't go. But if the folks in Montana want to go over there and do some hiking and take their good Elkhound, that Raina, she'll come right to them. And it can't be too hard. Just make a quadrant and walk through it, right? She won't cross the river. There's a river there. She won't go on the other side of that river. Come on, don't be jumping right now. I'm pretty sure this dog's coming into heat. That's why there's excitement. But if you were to hike in a quadrant, that's the key. And then Raina will come back to where she left them. She thinks she's maybe going on a hike or a hunt or something, but she always returns to geographic locations. And so it's not a problem. And she's not necessarily overly good with a whole bunch of people, but she'll go to the dog immediately. Like, she'll just run right to the dog. I've been hiking with her off leash. I got lots of videos of her, so you know what she does off lead and what she looks like. But she just comes right away to the mentor dog. She'll come to the mentor dog. So I just got to get some folks over there with an Elkhound, and they'll see her. They'll have to hike the wilderness, but that, it's not impossible. There's a trail, there'll be snow, there'll be tracks, there'll be all that stuff. You can do quadrants. It's not going to be hard. And then you always lead that scent trail back to the location where she made her getaway, if you want to call it that. But you make trails along that river leading back to the location. You always have somebody taking a dog, an Elkhound, up and down that river, making a scent trail back to that location. And one of the young couples will be waiting there and the other one can be cruising and doing scouting missions and hiking and that. But I'll get you all the contact details and everything, and you can call me if you can get away for an afternoon and go over there. Now it's getting late in the day already to be starting to hike, but not end of the world, right? Depending on where you live. And it's easy enough to hike. I've looked for dogs at night, so it's not a big deal for me, but in territory I didn't know. But it's different. Montana's a pretty rugged spot, so you gotta be a ready camper. But Leaf is heading down tomorrow. So Pretty Boy Leaf is heading for Montana tomorrow. And if all else fails, I'm going to talk to Linda tomorrow morning when I meet her. And I don't know how far she is from St. Regis, but it doesn't much matter. We'll make arrangements that maybe that young couple can get Leaf, and Leaf can do the work. You know, he can hike through there and leave scent trails because she'll know Leaf. And so we'll try and get that organized. And then Leaf, of course, is a world-class hiker, so he can handle that Montana country. And then if we get a couple other guys, if Rollo could get out there, or I'm just guessing that somebody's got the afternoon off to go hiking. That's highly unlikely, but hey, it's worth a shot, right? And so I'm pretty sure I got other dogs down there, but right off the top of my head, I really got to think to try and figure out which one it is. But I know there's Montana dogs down there. Now I sent a note to Clint and Amber because they got Freya and Sula. Yeah, Sula. And they have a cabin in Montana, and they might want to go to their cabin for a day. And so I sent an email to them. They're down here in Washington, but maybe they're heading to the cabin and want to go a day early because those two dogs are world class. Hey, Mon, get the heck out of here! Look at this guy, you guys, cropping right beside us. Mon, get going! Get out of here, Mon! Get going! Get going! Get out of here! That's a Pretty Boy Leaf trick. Get going! Ayla, what the heck is that? So, yeah, if Ayla could get down there, she'd lead her right to me. She'd find her, no problem. But I can't get Ayla there, unfortunately. But Pretty Boy Leaf will do it. So, Raina has a harness on and a lead on. So it'd be easy. You just sit down when you see her. You let your dog go. The Elkhound, she'll run right to the Elkhound. Just sit down like I do on my hikes. And both them dogs will just come right over. It's just the way it is. She's used to that. She's been trained on that, and she's this size of dog is the thing. So she can cover some ground, right? So when she decides to take off for a bit, she can go. Like it's not like running down a little tiny pup. So a dog like this can cruise. So they have to broaden that search. Now they got all the folks in that community helping too, keeping an eye out. They're letting them all know. But really and truly, it'll take a dog to coax her in. You know, she'll be a little spooked. All kinds of new people, new traffic, towns, highway. You know, all kinds of stuff going. You guys, and so they'll be a little apprehensive, that dog. So having a good Elkhound run up to her is the answer. Now I don't know. I know I'm pretty sure Loki is over in South Dakota, but that's a bit of a hike. I don't actually know where St. Regis is in Montana. I don't actually know that. I know I've got dogs in Wyoming. Dan has Billy and Bay down there. They could easily find her. And then there's more. And Connie's got a couple of females down there. I know right over in Idaho, Jenna and BJ have Anna. She's there. She would find her no problem. Idaho, though, I don't know what they're doing right now at this time of year in Idaho. And that's, how far is that, right? Who knows? Like, that's another state. So I'm just throwing ideas out. But maybe there's a bunch of guys right around that St. Regis area with dogs, too, that hike. And they can run out there. Just take their good dog and go for a hike out there. So you can get a hold of me at Camilla Kennels, CamilleKennels.ca, CamilleKennels.ca. I'll put the link in the description of the video, and I'll put you in touch with the folks if you want to go over there and hike, and I'll keep you posted what we find. But if you're in that St. Regis, Montana region, and you see that Elkhound, Ayla, come on down. She looks like this dog right here. She's got a herd of harness on with a leather, well, maybe not a leather harness, leather strap, but it's a black one. And there's no tag on that dog. They didn't even get home with her, so they didn't get their tag on. So it has, but it looks just like this, and it's this size. So if you come across her, you can let me know. But we talked to the search and rescue guys there. We talked to the sheriff down there. They're going on the Facebook page, I believe. There's quite a few people around the area trying to help. So we should be able to locate her, but a good dog to go hiking and bring her in is really all it'll take. I've had to do that. It takes a little while. It's not something that happens in an hour. You might have to hike for 4, 5, 6 hours to come across her, and it might be just that you hike and leave a scent trail, and then she makes her way back. You know, I had to do that before too. Just leave long scent trails along the river. She won't cross the river. She just won't cross the river, and she probably won't cross the highway. So if there's a rectangle zone, mile wide, half mile wide, she's going to be in that rectangle cruising along the river. Now if I had Mon down there, I could take Mon and take Ayla and wig around her up, but Leaf is just as good as Mon for cruising the scene. I mean, Mon's better, but at the end of the day, they're both pretty fantastic. Ayla's fantastic too. So, but any of my dogs that are down there that people have are going to do the same thing. They're every bit as good. And so it's a piece of cake if I get one of my guys down there to get out there. Now there might be some guys just having a week off with an Elkhound that aren't too far away. Hey, what the heck? That's how fast it can happen, right? They just see something, want to go, boom, gone. And that's how fast it can happen. So if I can get some of my guys down there, they'll find that dog in no time flat, and those young couple, they'll be so happy. And we'll figure out all the coordinates, all that stuff. But I'll push this up right now, get it online, and then if you know anybody in that Montana region or surrounding region with an Elkhound, because she'll recognize the sight of the Elkhound, so she'll come right to it. I don't know if she'll come to other hiking dogs, but odds are high too. But guaranteed she'll come to the Elkhound. So let me know. You can reach out to me through the site. I'll put my link on the video, and we got her made. And we'll just round her back up. You guys come with me here. We got to get this published.